So Mike, some tough comments coming out of last night's game. How did they kind of land with you guys after
We have to be better. Things that we control, are keeping the ball out of paint, limiting their offensive rebounds and our turnovers.
But did you see a lot of the things he was griping about afterwards?
Yeah, definitely. All the hustle points that they lost, so that's what we lost again.
Do you attribute that to anything? Is it one game, or are you kind of seeing some of this throughout the first few games of the season?
We just got to be better in those situations. I mean, that's nothing that you can practice on.
Darren, how much of this kind of revolving door injury stuff? How much has that impacted the continuity and just trying to develop some rhythm?
I mean, every team goes through it, but offensive rebounding is about continuity. Keeping the ball in front of you has nothing to do with continuity. So we have to be able to control those things. Injuries don't matter when it comes to those things.
Sounds like DeMar might be back tomorrow. How would that be to get him back?
I mean, obviously, every time he's looking forward, it helps us. So.
We've maybe seen just the addition of Jae coming in here at short notice and kind of tossing as a starter.
Yeah, I mean, bringing his physicality and obviously we played 2 finals, been multiple conference finals, been in the playoffs every year except for one. So just having a guy like that obviously brings knowledge, brings physicality, toughness in the game, the shooting. So that'll help anything.
For people who don't know, just how hard is it for a guy like that to come in and contribute right away?
Yeah, I mean, you come in and you pretty much know nothing. Obviously, a lot of terminology. A lot of the things that teams do around the league are the same, but terminology is different. So you try to learn all those things. And the offense is completely different if you haven't played in an offense like this. So it's hard, but I mean, he's been a pro for so many years. He comes in right to the league.
Yeah, and obviously every game is important, but how important is this stretch right now in the season?
I mean, when you have a lot of home games, you have to be able to seize that opportunity. And, we have a lot of home games this month, so we have to be able to protect home court.
I know you're close with Keegan, and he's obviously struggling with the shot right now. How do you kind of keep his spirits up and his confidence up?
I mean, you tell him to keep shooting. Obviously, that's not the only thing that happens in a basketball game, but a lot of people focus on that. And even as players, you're not shooting the ball well, you feel like you're not playing well. So for us, we wanted to continue to do the other things that he's doing as far as trying to defend and rebound, but obviously we need to make a shot and we want him to continue to.
Appreciate that.
Just what do you made of the opportunity here in front of you with this new team?
Well, I'm just thankful for the opportunity, first and foremost. I'm just thankful. I came here to work out with these guys right before training camp, and it was a great gym. I had fun. I really wanted to come here and play from the beginning, but it didn't work out. So God's timing, as I say, my family would say. So I'm thankful for the opportunity ahead. I'm eager to build with these guys and grow with them, through good and bad. So I'm good.
Any reason why that didn't click right away for them? In terms of the training camp?
I can't really, I can't say why I didn't, but I thought I had a good week here. I was connected with the guys in a great way, especially the younger guys latched on to me. They still text me when I was away. So it's like, I felt like I did my job in the sense of just being a veteran. When I came in the gym, I was try to play the right way and give myself a chance to be on this team. So I really wanted to grow with them. I respected how they been just going steady and going up in the rankings each and every year, and building. And I respect it, and I want to be a part of it at the end of the day. I felt like my situation in Milwaukee was done, and I want to move on, and I thought it was going to be here, but it didn't. Now it is here, so I'm thankful for it.
You've experienced just about everything there is to experience in this league. I mean, for people who don't know, just how difficult is it to step into a new situation and hit the ground running right away?
It's very difficult, but at the same time, that's when you got to depend on hoping their teammates are welcoming, first and foremost, and helping you get acclimated with everything. And the coaching staff has been great with me and helping me get acclimated. So it's a lot that comes with it on me, but at the same time, it's a lot that the organization needs to go into to help you get the ball rolling in the right direction. So it's been great.
What has that part been like with the players in terms of being welcomed and getting acclimated?
Well, they want me to start talking right away, and I'm trying to fill them out first before I just give them the whole dosage of me, but they want me. They want my voice and want my presence, so I'm just trying to give it to them. And still trying to learn each and every player. Still trying to learn the playbook. Still trying to learn the coaches. Just still trying to learn, but I just want to still be myself, and I'm a leader, naturally born leader, and I love to win. I do whatever it takes to win. I'm not a selfish player. I'm a team first player, so I do anything to help my team win, and that's the message I want to live off to the guys. I'm here to win. I don't have no agenda besides winning.
When you were away from the game, like how much did you pay attention to this team specifically?
What's crazy was, God is my witness, I watched the past 2 games before I got the call. The OKC game was the last one I watched of the team, and I got a call the next morning. So I watched the OKC game, and just randomly, I was up late. I was on the East Coast. It was 10 o'clock Eastern tip, and I was up watching the game, and I watched the game. I saw Trey go down with the calf. I thought it was ankle. I didn't know. I didn't expect a phone call, honestly. I was just watching as a fan. But it's just the way guys work, I just got the call the next morning. I'm like, there's no way that just happened. And I just watched these guys play the last 2 games. I just got the call to come join the team. So I was watching them, and it just worked out in my favor.
You said watching as a fan, but were you watching them going, here's how I could envision myself?
You do that with me being on the outside looking in, I was doing it to every team, not just this team. If I'm being honest, I was doing it for a lot of different reasons. I just want to see if I did get a call for a team I want to see where I fit, just have a grasp of how they're playing style. I watched pretty much each team play at least once, just to see just the playing style of each team. And if I get that call, how that style of play can contribute to me and how I contribute to that style of play. So I just watch as a fan and watch as a guy who's trying to be prepared when this number is called.
How
You
tough
gotta
was that?
you got to experience that inspirational win against Minnesota, and then you get to feel the lows of the next one. They say they want you to use your voice right away. Anything specifically that you said after that tough one last night?
Well, I just told them, we can't expect to win a road game with 20 turnovers. Let's be real with ourselves. That was on us. It's not a coaching thing. That's a player thing. That's on us to police ourselves, police one another, and help one another on the court. And I think that was my message before the coaches came in last night to talk to us after the loss. It was just like, guys, don't get it twisted. This is on us. I hope we know that this is on us as players. To just give ourselves a chance to win on the road, you can't turn the ball over 20 times. It's unacceptable. That was my only message, honestly.
How tough was it winging, like mentally for that call? Because you're a guy that obviously you're watching, you've been around a long time. How tough? You're obviously at to be physically ready, but mentally too. What was that process like?
Some ups and downs. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because you look at it like financially. I played 13 years, so I've made a lot of money. It's beyond that. It's my love for the game that hasn't wavered, never wavered. Even though I was frustrated, my love for basketball never wavered. So that's what kept me going to the gym. That's what kept me keep working out. That's what kept me trying to do my conditioning. Just my love never wavered, and I think that's when you start. When your love for the game is not there, that's when you let the game go. And I didn't have that. I sat back when I didn't get to training camp. I didn't get to come here for training camp. I sat back and I just took a week. I took a week of nothing. I didn't touch a basketball. I did some yoga with my fiance. I did some yoga, some light stuff, and I just reset mentally a little bit. And I think it was an adjustment for me because I felt like physically, I know I trained in the I felt like I was getting pushed out for whatever reason. I just felt like my time was not up. And I think that's what kept me going, and I just kept me engaged with all teams. Like I said, I watch every team play at least once since I've been sitting at home.
Do you come into this situation looking at obviously it comes in a time where they're kind of going through some identity things on their end. I know winning can cure all. How do you feel like you guys can turn this around?
Collectively, first of all, I think we all have to give a little more. In the sense of just giving to their teammates, whether it be your voice, whether it be your preparation. I think we have to give a little more to get more out of it. I think that's the plan that I've always carried with myself. Like when I go through tough times, I had to give a little more to get something positive to come out of it. I think that's what we're going through. We're not gonna win every game, you know what I'm saying? But we can't learn from last night. We can learn from losses. We can give.
You guys responded after last night. You obviously called out a few things, and I feel they responded to it.
Yeah, it's the truth. If I wouldn't have said it publicly or said it to them, in my opinion, I know they felt it because, it's obvious. We went the game saying that they're going to crash, and we got a box out, and they had the 18 or 19 second chance points. We said they want to hit the paint, and they hit the paint in the tune of 64 points. And you go back, not on live can you see we didn't do a great job, but you go back and you watch the film, and I'm sure they'll tell you that we didn't do a great job at all. It was nowhere near. And then unforced turnovers. We had 20 turnovers. A minimum of 13 of them were unforced. Just us literally giving them the ball without any type of pressure, scheme, or anything like that. And so it's 13 opportunities that you don't get to score, and it's 13 opportunities that they're going to have an advantage going the other way to score. And I don't care who you play, if you're going to do those things on top of there being 10, 50, 50 balls, and we only get one, it's going to be hard to win. It's going to be hard to win.
How difficult is it when you're, critiquing what they do and you're going game to game as opposed to a broader sample size? Is there kind of a push and pull there in terms of how much you want to go over things that are popping their head up in games this season, or just keeping it to strictly one game?
You do want to touch on each game, okay? But there are like standards that we have. And if there's 10, 50, 50 balls bouncing on the ground, I don't care what game it is, game 1, game 50, game 30, game 82, you can't get 1 per 10. You can't have 13 completely unforced turnovers and think that that's okay. The 19 second chance points, maybe that's going to happen every once in a while. I don't know, but we still got to put bodies on bodies, and whether it's one game or 3 games in a row, I'm going to bring that up. And then the way we gave up dribble drives, it was not good at all. So it was the things that we saw during the game and then on film are just completely below our standard. And that's why, not even close, that's why they had to be addressed. That's why they will continue being addressed. And we each, starting with me, have to do something about it.
How'd DeMar look to you today in practice?
He looked fine. I mean, we didn't have any contact or anything, but he looked fine.
Getting him back, obviously, would be a welcome sign for you.
100%. But again, we missing him last night had nothing to do with the turnovers, the straight line drives, the 1 for 10 for 50-50 balls. We just didn't give ourselves a chance to score. And if he's there and we do those same things, we're still not giving ourselves a chance to score, and we're making it easier for our opponent to score. So, yes, of course, we'd love to have him back. Anybody that's hurt, we want him back. But we have a standard, and we have to play up to it.
Mike, I know you have you stress the next man up mentality and how every team deals with injuries.
Yep.
But to have this constant revolving door that you guys have been dealing with, what has that been like for you guys as a staff and the team to just kind of handle?
It's been a little tough, but I don't think you get anything in life unless you go through some adversity and figure it out. And if we can't figure that out, like a lot of other teams have to figure out, then maybe we don't deserve an opportunity to be who we can be.
Coach, how as important is this next stretch of games for this season?
Every stretch is important for us. It's not just this next stretch. I mean, we dug ourselves a hole, and we have to figure out a way to get out of it. So every time we play, it's going to be an important game for us.
I know you say every game's important, but specifically at home, I mean, you can't be below 500 if you make the playoffs at home, right? So how important is to get some momentum on the home court, too?
No, it's huge. I mean, again, we're going to lose some games. Nobody's going to go 82-0 during the season. We have the best home crowd in the NBA, and we should be able to feed off their energy. We're sleeping in our own beds, we eat our own food, so we got to take advantage of that. Having said all that, again, it's about us having a standard. And whether we're at home, we're on the road, we're on a neutral site, we have to live up to our standard. And we didn't last night.
What have you seen just Isaac Jones and the times you've been able to call his name?
He's got a lot of potential. He's young, he's long, he's athletic. He's something different that we have. He's something different that we have around the rest of the roster. He can guard some smaller guys because he can sit down and step slide very well. And then he's a vertical threat. He can get in and out of pick and rolls. You saw Malik go it up a couple of times already. even in transition, offensive rebounding, he can go get it. And he got a chance to score. I mean, he, played center in college, and he ate up that space against Rudy and looked real comfortable going into his jump hook. So there's a lot there on both ends of the floor. Tough part about it, he's a rookie and hadn't played much, and so trying to live with his mistakes right now when we're 9-11, whatever we are, is a little tough. But he's going to get opportunity if he can go out there and play hard and give us a little life.
Has there been some soul searching for this team over the? I know you guys had like a meeting when you got to Minnesota, but kind of experienced the good and the bad on that trip. Just I wonder kind of what that does for the psyche as you guys come back here.
Well, that part you gotta talk to the players. I had heard that players were gonna have a meeting. I don't know if they had a meeting. I never asked. We as a staff weren't part of it if they did. But that's what the league's about. The league, there's highs, there's lows. Hopefully you can stay pretty even keeled and not get too high when things are going well. That helps you stay locked in and not get too low when things are going bad, so that you can be in the right frame of mind to go do what you need to do, meeting your standards, and get the win the next time you step on the floor.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.